Hello, my name is Sherry Schultz. Welcome to my presentation on perceptions and culture. So, what is web-based social cognition? It is how people perceive and understand others using various cognitive strategies to process and apply social information in the cyberspace. The strategy used in the cyberspace actually are very similar to the ones used in face-to-face encounters. These strategies include categorization, attribution, covariation, heuristics, effect, and additional biases. The purpose of social cognition is not merely for social preservation and social gains, but one that is necessary to fulfill God's purposes of community and of other-centered engagement and care. So, how culture relates to our perceptions? Culture perceptions is how people gather information, learn within their specific culture to inform themselves about their world. This takes into account all aspects of the individual's life, how a person sees art, language, religion, and etc. It's all informed by how those elements of the world are seen within the context of their culture. Once encounter other cultures, one can choose to confront, complain, or conform to other cultures. If people can change the cultural lenses, not only can they change the way their brains perceive behaviors, but they can change the way they relate to culture differences. Do perceptions vary across cultures? Yes, perceptions vary across cultures. Everyone sees the world through their cultural glasses. The lens through which the brain sees the world shapes the reality. Hence, different cultures create diverse perceptions. Without necessary understandings, there would be misunderstandings and miscommunication. Here are two examples. The first example is, in America, people point with index finger, and pointing with middle finger is a derogatory gesture. On the other hand, in Asian countries, people point with middle finger, and pointing with index finger is a derogatory gesture. The second example is, in Western culture, eye contact communicates respect, whereas in Asian culture, direct eye contact communicates disrespect. What are the similarities between America and South Africa? Both have individualistic and universalistic orientations. They both aspire to success and want to be compensated for their skills. Both cultures tend to think in an inductive and linear manner. As far as living-wise, both the living accommodation in the city, the transportation they use in the city, and different variety of world cuisine offered are very similar. Also, social culture in younger generations are also similar between two countries. Here are some differences between America and South Africa. South Africa is a very formal culture. South Africans are more oriented towards order and hierarchy. They are likely to be rigid in following protocols and rules in the formal settings. Americans are more independent in their problem solving. They tend to think outside the box. South Africans are multi-focused and fluid in their communication. They will not focus just on getting the final result, but also the process and the people involved. South Africans have high context and expressive communication style. As far as living-wise, there are cheaper labor in South Africa, so most of the middle class and upper class usually have a maid. The stores close earlier and not many open 24/7. Food portion sizes are larger in America than the ones offered in South Africa. People tend to be punctual in America for work, whereas South Africans have a more laid-back and relaxed attitude towards time and punctuality. What are some things that were surprising? I was surprised that the lifestyle are very similar at large, and the value of work seems to be the same. However, I'm surprised that knowing South African is more formal and rule following, but they're very relaxed in timekeeping and following traffic rules. How has this research changed my perception about South Africa? I had a few friends who were South African. They were very nice. The research seemed to confirm and affirm what I had learned about them. The research did not change my perception of them, but provides explanation to my previous knowledge of them.